Hi there. Welcome to Old Line Watches. With you as always is Jeremy, your old man from the Old Line state of Maryland. Today we are doing the deep dive on the Spinnaker Island Watch collaboration Fleuss. We're going to call it a Fleuss and hope for the best. But before we dive in on this beauty, let's do a wrist check. Kicking it with the Casio AE 1200. The Casio Royale. Alright, let's start off with some specs on this puppy. Got a 43 millimeter diameter, 51 mil lug to lug, 14 mil thick, 22 mil lugs. Oh, beautiful little bracelet there today. It's got an NH35 under the hood, but no date, so you are going to have a ghost position on the crown. Not a big deal. Looking at the case, it's really well finished. It's got nice vertical brushing that is consistent on the side, on the lugs, all the way through, with some nice little polished chamfered edge there. Sapphire crystal with some AR undercoating there. Not a whole lot, as you can see. It's got a little bit of reflecto in there, but not too bad. Easily legible. Got a signed screw down crown. The Spinnaker logo on there. Very cute. Now the dial. The dial is just amazing on this puppy. Got the Spinnaker name applied right there across the top. Applied hours and batons for the indices. I dig the minute track here quite a bit because it's actually got fifths of a second there marked off, which, you know, with the ticks per second of the NH35, it looks like it's hitting every single one of those, which is pretty neat. We've got the depth rating, and the second hand is the only bits of color on this watch, and it really sets it off nicely. It's just a nice, well, Islander blue. I'm sure Mark was pretty happy with the result there. Looks fantastic. For the bezel, we've got a, I don't know if that's sapphire or just maybe mineral glass, but it is loomed, just like the face is, the dial. And the motion is a little difficult, I got to admit. Like, it's, you've got to really grip it to get any motion out of there. Not exactly ideal, but it's what it is, I guess. On this supplied bracelet here, sized out for my 6 3/4 inch wrist, comes in at a somewhat hefty, but not too bad, 168.4 grams. The bracelet has some nice H links that are segmented. I am a big fan when they actually have the links like this separated out. It just makes for a more comfortable fit as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if my garbage camera will be able to tell this or not, but on the center links here, it's got kind of a chamfered edge that is polished, and the inside of the center links is also polished, even though the rest of it is your basic brush finish. So it provides a nice little splash of brightness there that really goes well with the entire package. Dual security pushers on a nice milled scissor clasp with a diver's extension and 3 holes of micro adjust. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the diver extensions. I'd rather see on the fly adjustment here. I don't know a single person that uses a dive watch as a dive watch. It's kind of pointless having that extension on there. It's just a fancy thing, like the helium valve, you know. No one's using that either. Let's be realistic here about how these things are getting used and keep that in mind when we're doing the design, folks. Also, along with this one, we got a very nice leather strap that is got a signed buckle. Very comfortable and supple. It's water resistant leather, which don't test that out. Don't get leather wet. Don't do it. Just don't. It's very nice. And on the leather, drops the weight down to 99.5 grams, which very feather light. Very nice to wear that way. It's that time where we try this thing on, and there it is on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Sits pretty nice. Sometimes need to readjust it a little bit, but it's comfortable. Doesn't squeeze too tight. Alright, checking out the Loom here. It's very bright, very legible. Looks really, really good. It's all, looks like a C3 old radium style perhaps, but I'm digging it quite a bit. It's pretty good. I only have one complaint at all about the watch. It's the bezel is really just difficult to move. If they had it hang over just a little bit, or made the coinage a little sharper here to give you something to grab onto, that would have been fantastic. But that's a small complaint, honestly, with something this well made, well put together, fantastic price. All in all, still really happy with this, and it's going to be a part of the permanent collection. This is Jeremy, your old man from the old Lied State, signing off.